In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to create a single sample study which uses a one-sample t-test on the Participant Hub. Select a single sample study design when you want to compare your sample with a known population mean. For example, you might want to compare the amount of exercise your sample does with the national average, so you would ask participants numerical questions about how much exercise they do and enter the national average for minutes of exercise, your known population mean, and our statistical analysis tool will compare those two values. To get started, click on the Add New Study button. The first step is to give your study a title and enter the number of participants you need. This number represents a maximum. When this number is reached, no further participants will be able to join your study. You might wish to use a power analysis tool to help determine how many participants you need for your study. Next, click Update. The next step is deciding on how you're going to get participants for your study. Depending on the type of account you have, there are a few different options that you'll have on this page. Watch our Getting Started tutorial for more information about the different options on this page. For this example, we'll choose a free study. The next step is to choose your design. Select Single Sample Study. On this page, you can introduce your study to participants. You might want to give them some context or background information about your study and some instructions on what they might be expected to do. Click Next and you'll be taken to this page where you can add your questions. You can include as many questions of different types as you'd like in a single sample study, as long as you include at least one numerical question or question group, as this will be used to compute the statistical analyses. We have video tutorials about each of the different question types in our user guide, so this tutorial won't take you through how to create the different types of questions. One important thing to note when creating a single sample study is that you have the option to add a known population mean into any numerical question groups you create. Simply enter the number into this text box. You can leave it out if you don't know it and enter it when you get to the analysis section after your data has been collected. Once you've created your questions, the next step is to create your consent and debrief forms. The consent form is shown to participants before they join the study. It should have information about what participants will be required to do and the type of research you're doing, so that participants can make an informed choice about whether or not they'd like to join the study. You can use our template if you'd like to, just make sure you enter all the relevant details for your study. Participants will be shown accept and decline buttons at the end of the consent form. If they click accept, they'll be taken to the start of the questionnaire. If they click decline, they will not be able to take part in your study. You can edit what these buttons say by changing the text. Just remember that you can't change the order that the buttons appear in. On your debrief form, you might want to thank participants for taking part, and you could give them a bit more information about the study too. Once you're done, click Update. Next, you can preview your questionnaire. This allows you to check that you've not made any mistakes and that your images and videos are working correctly. If you would like to make changes to any section of your questionnaire, click on the pencil icon next to the relevant section. Make your changes, click Update, and you'll be taken back to this screen. To go back to the preview, just click Preview again. Clicking on the mobile icon will allow you to view the preview of your study in a mobile view. Once you're happy with everything, click Return to Studies. Next, click Summary and Publish. Depending on the type of study that you've chosen, this page will look different. We explain how each of the different Summary and Publish pages work in our Getting Started tutorial. When you're happy with everything on this page, tick the box and click Proceed and Send to publish your study. I hope you found this video helpful. For more help and guidance, check out the other videos in our user guide.